Good morning, students. Today we will discuss on the our subject information system security. So we start our subject, our topic. First of all, what is the security? So we can say that security is the quality or state being secure to be free from the danger means secure the data or secure the information from the unauthorized or malicious things. And different types of security include in a single organization. First, first is the physical security, second is the personal security, and the operation security, communication security, network security, or information security. These all are included in the successful organization. So we discussed the what is the ISS. ISS is the information system security or security system. So ISS is a information system security, more commonly referred to as InfoSec, means information security, refers to the process and methodology involved with keeping information confidential, available, and assuring its integrity. It also refers to access control, means which prevent unauthorized personnel from entering or accessing a system, protecting information to no matter where the information that is in transit or in a storage area, and the detection and remediation of security breach as well as documenting those events. Information security system does not just deal with the computer information but also protect the data and information from the unauthorized users and the intruders. For example, such as the telephone conversation. In other words, we can say that information security system is not all about the securing information from unauthorized access. Information security is basically the practice of preventing unauthorized access, use, disclosure, disruption, modification, inspection, recording, or destruction information. And the information can be physical or electrical one. Information can be anything like your details, or we can say your profile or social media, your data, your mobile phone, your biometrics. So information security spans so many research area like cryptography, mobile computing, cyber forensic, online social media, etc. Uh, in the previous slide, we discussed the InfoSec. InfoSec is information security. InfoSec is basically a combination of three things. One is the CompuSec, ComSec, and ChemSec. CompuSec is the computer security, ComSec is the communication security, and ChemSec is the compromising ammunition. So after this, we will discuss on the characteristics of information, different type of characteristics of information. First of all, timeliness means if we are late, there is no value of things. Either availability means available for all or in the proper format, accuracy, free from the all mistakes, authenticity, quality or state being genuine. For example, sender of Gmail, confidentially means disclosure or exposure to unauthorized individuals or system is prevented. Integrity means whole, completed, uncorrupted data. Utility having value for some purpose. Possession means ownership, and breach of confidentiality. Result is breach of possession, not the reverse. So this is the characteristics of the information. After this, some component of information system. One is the software, and the other is the hardware, data, people, procedures, networks. So these all are the collection component of the information. After this, our main concern on the security and security principles. The first of all, what is the security principle? Different types of security principles are available. Uh, Information security programs are built around three objectives, many commonly known as the CIA. One is the confidentiality and the integrity and availability. Availability means we can say that means information is not disclosed to unauthorized individuals, entities, and process. This is the most obvious idea associated with the encrypted. Data is encrypted using algorithm and the secret key which are only known by the sender and the receiver. This makes it hard for attackers to decrypt the message. Other is the integrity. Integrity means these are means maintaining accuracy and completeness of data. This means data cannot be edited in any authorized way. Uh, or we can say that through integrity, one can assure that no transmission has been altered or transferred message appear it was when sent. Uh, Third is the availability. Availability means information must be available when needed. Or we can say that meaning assets are accessible to the authorized parties in timely manner. The failure to meet this goal is called the denial of service attack. Number four is the non-repudiation. Non-repudiation means these are measures put in place to ensure the sender agrees to have sent the message, not an impersonator. This is basically a legal liability. If you agree to the message, it means that you are legally obligated. Non-repudiation can be compared to a signature on the contract. Other last is the authentication. Authentication is the process of making sure that piece of data being claimed by user belong to it. Means only authorized user can access the information. After this security principles, we will discuss on the security attacks, different types of security attacks. One is the theoretical attacks, other is the practical attack. Theoretical attack basically is the divided in four types, and also we can say it is divided in two parts. One is the active attack, other is the passive attack. One is the interruption. Interruption is the passive attack. Modification, fabrication, and interruption is the active attack. Practical attack is the two types. One is the application level attack, other is the network level attack. So we discuss on the theoretical attack. In the theoretical attack, first topic is the passive attack. Basically, passive attack is the in the observe the content of the message or copy of the message. Means the third party or the other attacker can read our message. The passive attack is danger for confidentiality. Due, due to passive attack, there is no any harm to the system. The most important thing is that the passive attack victim does not get informed about the attack. Other is the active attack. In the active attack, the active attack is refers to the change or modify the content of the message. Active attack is danger for integrity as well availability. Due to active attack, system is always damaged and system resource can be changed. The most important thing is that in active attack, victim gets informed about the attack. Passive attack basically divided into two parts. One is the release of message content, other is the traffic analysis. In the release of message content, uh, the example is the telephonic conversation, means your electronic mail or transfer any file. The third party or attacker can read our data. In the show, in the diagram, Lily and John communicate on the internet, then both read the data, read the message from Lily to John. This is called the release of message content. Other is the traffic analysis. The traffic analysis means suppose we had a way masking of information so that the attacker, even if captured the message, could not extract any information from the message. Means in this diagram, the Lily sent the message to John, then the both uh, read the pattern or observe the pattern of the message or the information. But we can say that the opponent could determine the location and identity of the communication host and could observe the frequency and the length of message being exchanged. This information might be useful in guessing the nature of communication that was taking place. So this is the passive attack. After is the active attack. Active attack basically divided in five parts. Number one is the masquerade attack. What is the masquerade attack? The masquerade attacks take place when one entity pretends to be different entity. A masquerade attack involves one of other form of the active attack. In the modification of message, when the Lily sends the message to John, then the Bob uh, actions the message and alter the message. It means that some portion of a message is altered or that message is delayed or reordered to produce an unauthorized effect. For example, the message meaning allow John to read confidential file X is modified as allow Smith to read confidential file X. Number third is the repudiation. Repudiation means this attack is done by either sender or receiver, and the sender or receiver can deny later that uh, send or receive a message. For example, customer asks his bank to transfer an amount to someone, and the later on the sender denies that he had made such a request. This is the repudiation. The number four is the replay attack. Replay means it involves passive capture of a message and its subsequent the transmission to produce an authorized effect. The last attack is the denial of service attack. It means it prevents normal use of communication facilities. This attack may have specific target. For example, an entity may suppress all messages directed to a particular destination. Another form of service denial is the disruption of entire network, whether by disabling the network, by overloading it by messaging so as the degrade performance. So this is the types of active and passive attack. After the difference between the active attack and the passive attack. Number one, the active attack. Uh, in active attack, modification in information take place, while in passive attack, modification in the information does not take place. Number two, active attack is danger for integrity as well as availability, and the passive attack doesn't only danger for confidentiality. Number three, active attack attention is on detection, and the passive attack attention is on prevention. Number four, uh, in active attack, the system always damaged, but in the passive attack, there is no harm to system. Number five, in active attack, victim gets informed about the attack. In the passive attack, while in passive attack, victim does not get informed about the attack. Number six, in active attack, system resource can be changed, while in passive attack, system resource are not changed. Number seven, in active attack, influence the service of the system, while in passive attack, information and message in the system or network are acquired. Number 8, in active attack, information collected through passive attack are used during executing, and the passive attack are performed by collecting the information such as password message by itself. And the number last, active attack is tough to restrict from entering system or network. In the passive attack, it's easy to prohibit in comparison to active attacks. After this, we discuss on the practical side attack. In the practical side attack, different types of attack are involved. One is the ARP spoofing. This is called Address Resolution Protocol spoofing. Means the ARP is a type of attacks in which malicious actors send falsified ARP message over a local area network. Second is the botnet. Botnet is the network of compromised computer under the control of a malicious actor. Each individual device is a botnet is referred to as a bot. Third is the cache positioning. Yeah, cache positioning means cache positioning is a type of attack in which corrupt data is inserted into the cache database of the domain name system server. The domain name system is the associated domain name with IP address. Computer worm. Computer worm are among the most common types of malware. They spread over computer network by exploiting operating system. Uh, and there is a malware. Malware is the malicious software. Man in middle attack means the third party or untrusted party attack on the uh, secure communication link. Means man in middle attack is a type of cyber attack when a malicious actor insert into a conversation between two parties. Rootkit is a computer program designed to provide privileged access to a computer while actively hiding their presence. A spoofing attack is when malicious party impersonate another device or user on a network in order to launch attack against network host, steal data, speed malware, or bypass access control. And the spyware is the software, uh, for example, TeamViewer, AnyDesk. So spyware is any software that install itself on your computer and start um, covertly monitoring your online behavior without your knowledge or permission. Thanks everyone.